right. Hey, today is March 11, 2025. Today is my 51st birthday. This is something I've been wanting to do for a while. I just wanted to not necessarily start a YouTube channel or anything like that, but I think is ultimately the goal because it's kind of what the kids ask for all the time. But really, what my plan is to just kind of record, not necessarily daily or weekly or anything. Just I just want to record when I get a chance and when I'm you know in the mood, or enlightened, whatever, when I come up with ideas that to record about. So some of the things I wanted to do for the kids is just kind of journal, you know, um, things that from my past and what I'm currently going through, and um, any anything like art that I'm working on. That I'm trying to fill out some books for them. Let's see, thought I had them right here, but um, I have a couple journal type books that um, I'm doing painting in, drawing, sketching, and some writing. It's I'll kind of keep a journal that way as well, because I write better than I do speak. Never been much of a what do you call it, like a public speaker. Um, it's either ADHD or nerves or whatever, or just me being embarrassed of my own voice or the way I look on camera, things like that. But it's things I'm trying to get over, and things I'm trying to start doing more often. Uh, so I just also thought, today would, why not, you know, it's my birthday, 51st, like I mentioned earlier. It could have been my 50th that I started this on. It could have been, my 40th or my 30th, whatever. It doesn't, I just never started then, and I'm doing it now. Um, so yeah, I apologize for all the stammering and the, um, just loss of thought, concentration, things like that. But it's not something I'm accustomed to. And as I mentioned earlier, I don't like the way I look on camera, the way I sound, anything like that. So I'm um, just gonna keep working on this daily and hopefully get better at it and not have as many. I can't think of the word right now, but when you're doing public speaking, where you try to remove your ums and ahs and you know anything like that. So I plan on getting better with this. Um, yeah, there we go again. But anyway, um, I want to make this not necessarily daily, like I mentioned earlier. I'll try to work on it. I'll try to do it daily, but more than likely it'll be a weekly thing, or it may even be monthly. I don't know. Um, so it's just one of those things when the inspiration strikes, I'll pick up the camera, in this case, my laptop, which it does not have a great camera as I'm seeing. So if I'm going to continue doing this, I hope to have a better system and better setup. Um, just be able to move around and show around the apartment, the things that I'm interested in, the things I like to do. Uh, pour the crap out of the kids, but it's just something that I, I kind of got the idea and inspiration from some books, the about me books kind of thing, where it gives you writing prompts to, you know, what on the in the year that you're born, what were some of the big things that happened? Who was the president, and what was the biggest news item? What was the number one song on the radio? Things like that. So I'm taking ideas from that and want to you know, kind of do something like this, for the format for this channel, or whatever you want to call it. Um, just is really not for anybody except for me and the kids. But I understand that it is a public platform and anybody can come across it. So that will be something I'll need to get over. And like I said, this is my first time doing this, and I'm still, working through everything, so bear with me as I, uh, get things started and start working on this. Um, in the upcoming videos, I plan on, putting together more things. Like I have art right here in front of me, but not comfortable with showing that right now. Um, but that's something I'm going to work on as well. Um, and like I said, I'll figure out how to get a more portable system going so I can walk around the apartment and show the things that I enjoy doing. One of them is right across from me. I like to cook, and especially when the kids are here. So maybe I can set up something where I can record some of the recipes I like making for them, stuff that they enjoy. Excuse me. Then I have some books off to my left here that are role playing type books and games. I have TTRPGs and um, you know, just a bunch of stuff, that, like I said, it bores the kids. They don't care for it, but it's something that occupies my time and in my mind. It gets me in a different train of thought if I'm having a bad day, um, or if I'm, just in the mood or whatever. But um, just trying to think. I'm just looking around. I have my art supplies over here that I try to keep out and organize, but just kind of keep it out so that when inspiration hits, I can just grab a piece of paper, a book. I'm looking at the paint set here. I can just grab whatever and get started. So maybe, like I'm mentioning earlier, that I'll get a camera and maybe have it set up so that it's over my shoulder kind of view, or on top of this surface that I work on, which is kind of a funny story. The um, table, if you want to call it that, is actually a tabletop video game. It's the Mortal Kombat. Um, I think it was two. Yeah, Mortal Kombat 2. One of those console, not console. I'm sorry. The gaming system where one person can sit on the left and right side and play head to head. Um, I bought it, and it has several games on it, but the kids, it's just one of those things that they're not really interested in. Um, and this is off to my left here, are a bunch of consoles from when I was younger. Things like the Nintendo, Super Nintendo. I'm trying to think of all of them. I have an Atari, but it's not the original. It's one of the remakes they did, I think, in the early 2000s. Also have the, the original PlayStation, the original Xbox, things like that, and I have games to go with it. Um, and so there again, it's just something they're not very interested in. But maybe one day in the future, it'll be something they want to come back and visit, or if they see me, play it, maybe they'll get interested in it. I don't know. But anyway, this um, the name of the channel that I came up with, which my daughter asks about all the time, is like, why do you call it this? The name of the channel being my many hobbies is because literally I have so many hobbies, so many things that I enjoy doing, maybe not do on a daily basis, but um, as I keep saying, when inspiration hits, when like the aha moment happens, I can break out clay and make a sculpture, whatever you want to call it. But I can get out the paints, you do some sketching. I have charcoals and um, all kinds of different types of pencils and pens. Because when I started doing art when I was younger, all I did was pen and ink type art, and it took a while to get into pencil sketching, but it's something I'm working on to this day, is learning how to do um, how to hold the pencil properly, and how to do certain types of shading and things like that. I haven't gotten really good at the cross hatching yet. That's something I'm still working on. Um, so that's that. Um, so I think I'm talking a lot about the art stuff because of where I'm sitting right now. Um, I have a bunch of records, vinyl, that I've been collecting since I was probably, I would say, 10, or at least. So uh, over 40 years of collecting vinyl, and that sounds like a long, or it is a long time, but it sounds like I would have a lot more than what I do. And really, I got rid of more um, than I have collected. I kind of held on to the parts or the pieces that I wanted, stuff that really means something to me because I moved several times over the years, and I'm living in a smaller space right now. And if plans go accordingly, the space I'll have is will be even smaller. So I will need to figure out how to make all this work in the next space. Um, okay, so in the meantime, I'll continue, kind of pulling things together, making notes of things I want to talk about. I'm just kind of going by the seat of my pants here, and that's probably really going to be the format every time because I've never been one for reading from something. Even when I was in school and doing like a presentation, I would just fly by the seat of my pants, even though I might have written it down, for the teacher, for something for them to have to grade. um, I would just kind of go by what I remembered from it, or what I remembered from the source, the material that I was working on, and just go from there. But so that's kind of how I'm going to be doing this, I think. Um, yeah, I'm just looking around trying to think of more things that I can bring in next time. And like I said, I'll work on camera angles. I'll work on having a better camera. Not this. It looks like I'm in the middle of fog or something. Yeah, it's a bad camera. It's an old laptop I'm using. Um, so, yep, I'm just gonna come up with more ideas. Hit the record button and send it out, and let my kids catch up on it whenever they want to, and you know, um, hopefully they'll learn a little bit more about their dad that they probably didn't know about. That's the goal, at least. Thanks.